morning. We are on top of the hill, the castle hill at Townsville. We've just woken up. The dog really wants to go out, but it's a really nice lookout. So come with us. We literally just woke up and I need coffee, so we're gonna head back. The dog is very keen to go back.
The dog is like a sled dog right now. Desperate to get back to the van.
The dog doesn't really love going outside the van. He kind of always just wants to be at home in the van, so we have to force him to go for walks and stuff. So he's very excited to be going home, which is kind of cute, but I wish he enjoyed walking.
Yeah, Frank. You're supposed to be motivating us to go for more walks. That's your whole, like, thing.
I feel like just in the last day, since getting to Townsville, it's gotten hot. Good morning, guys. So welcome back to our channel. Today we're going to be taking you on a little road trip from Townsville to kind of southern Cairns area, not quite into the middle of Cairns. We are currently in Townsville. We're at the we're on top of Castle Hill. We spent the night here, which was a really lovely spot to sleep. We're going to have a little walk around this morning, take the dog out, of course. And then, yeah, we've got a few things we need to pick up while we're in town. Townsville's quite sort of a larger town than what we've been seeing the last sort of couple of weeks that we've been traveling. So yeah, there's a few little bits and pieces we need to pick up while we're here. But yeah, so we'll take you along for all of that. So it'll be a bit of a chore day and a bit of a road trip day for us today. So this is sort of heart of Townsville. The hill is kind of right in the middle of the town, or city. I think it's a city. And then the island out there is Magnetic Island or Maggie Island. It's only about a half an hour ferry ride. It's supposed to be really nice. We're going to try and visit on the way back down the coast. So not today, but yeah, we'll definitely try and get over there at some point.
So much noise down there.
Yeah. There's
a the World Triathlon Championship.
Yeah.
happening this weekend.
Yeah.
Down there.
So one thing I find kind of interesting about Townsville and sort of this little region of North Queensland is it is in the tropics, but because of its, I don't know what causes it. I'm not a climatologist, but it's actually classified as dry tropics. So like, you know, it is a very, very dry place. They don't get a lot of rain here. The ground is very hard, but it's literally still in the tropics. So it's kind of a really unique climate and area, and I think there's only a few other places that are like that on Earth.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Is the Whitsundays dry?
No. No.
We're like 2.5 hours from Whitsunday, Bowen.
Yeah.
Which is 3 hours from
Whitsunday.
So,
and I mean, Cairns is very much like, subtropical. So, and that's only 3 or 4 hours away, Cairns.
So it's like a funny little gap.
It's this funny little gap, and I think it's to do with, if I move the camera up a little bit, all the mountains behind me. I think it's quite a sort of bowl of mountains with sort of that Townsville area down below. I think it causes this sort of microclimate. Again, I'm not an expert, but I've done a little bit of I've done a project in Townsville, so I know a little bit. But anyway, so it's just fun. I find it quite interesting.
So we caught up with a friend of ours while we were here in Townsville, and he lives somewhere
behind us.
I reckon it's about there.
You reckon?
Can I get that in the camera? There? There?
Yeah.
Not really. Probably. Who knows?
Far out.
Who knows?
I feel like it was quite far out.
Anyway.
It took us a long time to get
It
there.
was good to see our mate.
Yeah. So we slept. We slept to the right a little bit. A little bit more. Down. 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 Right there. We slept about there. We slept there last night. Which was really good. There was quite a few vans up with us. I'm not sure if so, because there's this big triathlon like world championship on this weekend. There's a lot of road closures down in town, down the hill. So I'm not sure if there are more vans up here because of that, or if that's just normal. I'm not sure. But it was a good spot. Can recommend. Didn't get hassled or anything, which is always a plus. Alright, so we just got back from a quick little walk around the mountain. So we're going to head down the mountain and then head to a grocery store just to get some things before we head north. And I think there's some other little chores we have to do as well while we're in town. So yeah, we'll get all that done.
Big hill.
Big hill. That rock.
Hey, buddy.
Come on, back. Okay, so we've just been to a really lovely grocery store in Townsville. What did we do? We got some veggies. Oh, almost lost one out the door. Some massive organic garlic. It's like literally the biggest thing I've ever seen in my life. Delicious sourdough bread, organic, of course. Oh, our favourite yogurt, which has been really hard to find in just regular supermarkets. Tacos, very important. A kilo of organic mince. So Frankie and us eat mince, so it's always good to get bulk amounts of that. What is this? Sweet potatoes. I think we're going to roast them in the oven because we're getting heaps of sun at the moment. So we're going to do a yummy roasted dinner with those. Some onions. Ooh, this is going to be, so black tahini. When we were in South Korea, what was that, like, I don't know, a month ago or something ago we were there. We had sesame lattes, black sesame lattes. They were so good, like iced. So good. So we're going to try and make our own version at home. We'll see, but we needed black tahini for that. And we kind of thought it might be a little bit like peanut butter, and we can maybe put it on bread with a bit of honey as well. But we'll see. I don't know. Anyway, some just beans and carrots, because Frankie, again, he eats a lot of carrots and pumpkins, so we always have to have them. And some mushies. Overall, we did a really good shop then. Everything's really full, so we can head north with plenty of food. We're going to try and be staying at quite rural places, sort of around like rainforests and things, so we don't necessarily think there'll be a lot of towns and shops and stuff. So we wanted to stock up before we left Townsville with all our groceries. So it's going to be yummy. Very excited. I love food, obviously. So I get very excited when we get to a good grocery store. So it's about lunchtime now, so we're going to have a quick bite to eat. Just going to make a couple of salads. Try and use up some older things in the fridge. Before we head north, we've got a water fill station about half an hour away, just up north, up the Bruce Highway. So we'll hit that one up on the way through, fill up our water tanks. Might get some fuel on the way as well. We did our laundry yesterday, so that's all good, that's all clean, which is very needed. Oh my god, we like to really push it with how long we can go between laundry stops. So it was getting pretty dire yesterday, so that was good. And then in terms of chores, I mean, that's kind of it. Like, yeah, just again, we need to fill it with water. We'll probably empty our toilet while we're there at a public toilet. And then we are heading to Crystal Creek, which is a really nice looking clear swimming area that you can also camp at. Fingers crossed, there's been quite a lot of rain over the last week or so, so we're hoping that the water isn't too brown and muddy from all that rain. We'll see when we get there, there's no way to know. Yeah, hopefully it's quite clear, because normally, you know, it's called Crystal Creek, so it's supposed to be quite clear and kind of renowned for how clear it is. So fingers crossed it is. But yeah, we'll camp there tonight. That's our sort of destination for this little road trip that we're on. It is, actually I don't know how far away it is. So it's just sort of north of Cairns. Sorry, it's just sort of south of Cairns. So yeah, we should get there, I guess mid-afternoon, maybe in time for a swim. And there's no crocodiles in this creek that we're going to, so we can definitely swim in it. And we can take dogs as well, so that'll be nice. Why are you that close? There must be a... So we're just parked at a random car park having some lunch. And we must be really close to, what do you call it? Airbase. An airbase, like an army airbase. Because we've had about, was that the sixth? The sixth fighter jet literally fly over our van. They're very loud. So that's been sort of the entertainment before today's lunch. We're finally going to leave Townsville. It is 12:03. I thought it was later than that. I thought it was like 1 o'clock. Okay, it's only 12 o'clock, so it's not too bad. So we're gonna head out. We're gonna head to the water fill station, fill up the water, and then I guess we're just gonna end up at Crystal Creek campground. after that.
It's fucking hot in here.
Freddie's freaking out because it's actually hot.
I'm hot.
It's hot today.
And I can't get this out.
He's... pulled in to where the tap is. We have heard that there is a resident crocodile here, so we're going to quickly fill up and then we're going to have a little walk to see if we can find the old dude. I believe he is...
Or she?
Or she.
Could it be...
Yeah.
Or would it be a he?
I don't know. I guess either.
If it's a resident crocodile, like a lone crocodile would just be a he, wouldn't it?
I thought so. Anyway, the crocodile is like apparently on the opposite bank of where we are. Something like that.
Why would he be on the... Why he could
Like,
swim
as in
across?
it's...
He could just be wherever he wants.
I don't know. Apparently it's no one's... It's not... I don't know. Anyway, we'll see. We'll try and see if we can see this croc.
Sounds like a...
But we will fill up first.
croc shit to me.
I haven't seen it. Just keep it away from the edge.
Some go ahead track.
Yeah.
And there's a foot.
Yep.
Foot.
There's a foot.
Foot. Foot.
Yep.
That's its little tail.
But I reckon long gone. So on the photos I saw of this resident crocodile, he was like over on that bank on the other side.
Oh, on the other side.
Yeah, just hanging out, getting some sun. we're carrying a dog just in case, because he's a bit of a lunatic.
There's a cormorant or a...
Oh, is it cormorant?
What are they?
Yeah, nah, that's too far away, I think, for this device.
Shriek.
It feels like croc country. Oh, no crocs today, I'm afraid. Super mangrovey. We just walked along that bank along there, and it's pretty hot today, I will say. It's got to be close to 30 degrees, I reckon. You're hot, aren't you, bud? Frankie's hot.
He's a hot boy.
He's ready to go back to the van. Back to the van we go. We've been chasing like cold climates pretty much since, because we went down south, remember? I feel like we haven't had hot in a long time.
True, yeah. We have escaped summer for quite a while.
Yeah.
And now we're beginning to feel it. But the good thing about summer is we have heaps of power.
Yes.
So we're pulling in about 800 watts at the moment, which isn't bad. It's currently August. The sun is getting higher in the sky and we are heading further north, so there's more and more sun as the weeks go by. We're at 94%, so we'll have 100% easily within half an hour at this rate.
We're making a quick pit stop at Frosty Mango, which is a little mango-centered, mango-centric little cafe, a little roadside store. So we're gonna grab some mango treats because when in the tropics you get mango, right? How's your ice cream, bud? Is it good? Just pulled up to one of the spots that you can access the creek through, one of the spots that you're allowed to bring dogs to. So we're gonna go have a look, see what go is, if it's worth having a swim or not. Oh gee, that looks pretty nice. Wow. Wowie. It's definitely crystal clear, I would say. So it goes up stream that way. And there's a big swimming hole.
Mate, you look hilarious. Legs to it, mate.
That was an absolutely amazing swim. If you're ever near Ingham, you have to jump off the Bruce Highway and have a little swim at Crystal Creek. It's so nice, and there's so many, like you can go to the sort of main spots, like there's big Crystal Creek and little Crystal Creek, but we just went to a random pull off on the side of the road before the national park, so the dog could come with us as well. And it was just incredible, but it was just so clear. It was really warm as well. It was quite warm from what we're used to down south. It was just amazing. So anyway, we found somewhere to camp, literally just like 5 minutes down the road from where we were swimming. I will turn this around so you can have a look. So this is the campsite. It's dog friendly. It's a hip camp, so it's just like someone's private property that they rent out. And got the van all set up, ready to go. So down that way is actually creek access. So the same creek we were swimming at before, this is just 5 minutes down from that. So we'll definitely be using that tomorrow. But it's just, there's not many people here. There's only one other couple who's on the other side of the campground. It's just incredible. It's so nice. And there's it's actually a toilet and shower block right there, and then barbecue pits here, which we're going to use tonight. We're going to cook some steaks, and you know, picnic tables and all that sort of stuff. Lots of flat ground. Again, our problem, turn this back around, one of our big problems as always is trying to find a spot without too many trees like overhanging it, just so that we can do work, get Starlink, internet, and get solar as well. So we found a spot which was great. And the dog is exhausted. I'll show you the dog. He's so tired. He's so tired. He's had a big day. He had a great swim. He doesn't, I think like most cavies, he doesn't love swimming, but he does get in there begrudgingly, and I think he had a good time. It was quite hot today, so it was really nice to cool off, and it was good for him to cool off as well. So anyway, we're going to get a little bit of work done for the rest of the afternoon, and then it'll be time to start the fire, get that cracking. Yeah, so we'll get a fire going in a couple of hours, and then we'll cook some dinner, which is going to be very exciting.
Not really coming alive much. Maybe I need to get some air for it.
So we're going to have steak on the fire tonight. We've only got just enough wood. Well, we hope it's just enough wood. It could be not enough wood, but we're literally just using what we've got in the back of the van because we had some from a fire we had a few weeks ago, and we're hoping it's enough to cook the steaks on. And then I've got some sweet potato in our oven in the van, and then we'll do some veggies on the side. So it's going to be a really nice dinner, I reckon. We'll see. It's getting a bit late, but that's okay. We had all that pancake goodness at the mango place, so we're pretty full. Oh, what was that? Anyway.
Tell you what, this works well. It is fine now.
Yeah. I don't know if you can see from there. Freddie's trying to speed up the fire, so he's got we've got a little 12-volt portable fan. So he's just absolutely.
It's like a furnace.
It's like a furnace. Frank, get away.
Look at these flames.
So hot tip for young players, if you need to speed up dinner and you're cooking via flame, just get a portable fan. It works great. 10 out of 10. Can recommend. Alrighty, dinner is ready. Freddie has done cooking on the fire, so we're going to sit down and have something to eat finally. So I'll show you our steaks. Go down. There we go. They're just resting, but my god. Fire cooked steak. I really don't think there is anything better. And then we have some funny looking sweet potatoes, but they're just roasted, and veggies. So I think that's probably it for tonight. We'll finish our dinner. We'll clean up. This place is a bit of a mess at the moment, and maybe watch something before bed. But that's it for today's video. Thanks for watching. We had a great day. This afternoon, God, that creek, I'll tell you what, we're definitely going back there tomorrow to have another swim. It was amazing. It was so beautiful. If you're ever in the area, you have to go. You have to. Alrighty. We'll see you next time. Bye.
Yeah. That potato. Alright.
Maybe because they're in the ground, like maybe having organic if it's a ground vegetable.
Actually, yeah, well. Yeah. Bigger difference.
So much better.
Like it's in the soil, it's absorbing the soil.
Yeah.
Because the skin's got all the good stuff in it. Wow. They're the best sweet spuds I've ever had. Wow. They're cooked really good.
I reckon Frank needs to go out and use just bite next time. What are we doing with the steak?
Let's do it.